Yo, 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 good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome back to the Rising Stars. It's season 4, round number 2, still in the Mini Cooper S. And today it's Kyoto Driving Park, the Yamagiwa layout. Fast flowing track with some tricky curves, a downhill chicane that could be deadly, and hopefully we see some nice wheel-to-wheel battles for this one. And we're just a couple of minutes away from the qualifying session. Will be 10 minutes, and then we have a 30-minute race. The car Mini Cooper S on sports soft tires ×3, the tire wear ×2, the fuel consumption. Oh, as always in the first part of the Rising Stars, no pit stop needed. This will change for the second half of the season. So the first 4 races with the Mini Cooper S, then races 5 to 8 will be in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Group 4 car, and then with some tire wear strategy involved. And with that being said, we are starting the qualifying session for round number 2. Should be looking at sub 2 minutes. 58 maybe possible. So 10 minutes in total for that qualifying, and we're starting on 50 liters of fuel. Let's have a look at our drivers today. Neighbor in the very, very basic white and orange livery. It's a beam, but it's his livery style, definitely. Tess. Oh. Today, Hot Wheels Mini. And we have Stu. Some TCR colors, mainly yellow with a little bit of red and black. They were in a very, very simplistic but classic Mini design, red and black, and Ewok with a black one. Go to Nebada, who is entering the final sector. So a tricky right-left chicane. You don't want to understeer too much. Go to the grass, stay on the curbs definitely, and now prepare for the final turn. 50 board. We go on board with Ney. Third gear on the apex, and now it's go, go, go. Past the penalty zone, and we are crossing the line now to start the lap. Looking at the 50 on the right hand side, chuck it in. Try to get your tires onto that left curb. Not quite, but carrying the speed. Don't run too wide on the exit as well. Now the uphill S's, it is flat. Take all the speed you can and straight line those curves as much as possible. over the crest, and first sector is in. Now looking at the start of the curb on the right hand side, 50. Again, fast flowing left-hander. So get close to that inside curb, don't run too wide. That looked nice. And we go downhill into the trickiest part of the track, I reckon. So just before the end, the start of the curb, brake. Chicane, don't cut too much, but cut enough to get a good run. There was a decent speed for Ney uphill. Oh, he cut too much on the entry, I reckon, a little bit too much. And then after the yellow signs on the track, you brake for the hairpin. Second to third. Into the final sector we go. Before the right-hander, a little lift brake, cut the inside early on the power again. Lines look nice. And then 50 board on the right-hand side. Get the rotation for the final turn. They will have to serve that penalty, and the next lap will also be impacted. Little slow down, and it's still a 59.1. Good lap. 59.2 for Tess. So 58's definitely possible. Stu with a 202. Davo with a 58.5. And here comes Evok in the black machine. Looking to be a sub 2 minute, 59, no, not quite, 2 minute and 3. So Davo with the first 158, that's a 58.5. Let's get some chase cam footage. A bit down, first sector. Revving the gears. Let's see where Devo brakes. First line in between, late third gear, fourth coming, staying in third. That's interesting. Okay, you could also maybe consider going into fourth gear early. This is a supercharged engine. Definitely need to spool the turbo. So maybe that uphill part, staying in third, might help with the overall performance. It gets a decent run, a little bit of slipstream maybe as well. I think that is Stu. Keeping it in third early on the power. Neighbor with a 58.5, and she didn't get the best run because of serving the penalty, so lost a little speed at 58.2. Devo improving that fastest lap, so this is probably target time for Neighbor as well. Tess 59.2. 6.5 minutes in. Should be another one after this lap for the drivers. Maybe they're carrying the speed, this great exit speed. And he's purple into the chicane. A little bit of a drift, staying in fourth gear. Avoiding the gear shift. Yeah, carrying the speed. I think it was more speed than Davo uphill. 1, 2, maybe 3 kph. Braking late for the hairpin. Second gear. Accelerating. Second to third. Looks still good. 2/10, nearly up. Maybe a high 57. doable. The chicane kept it off the grass. So just that final hairpin. Second to third, second for rotation, third is early on the power, carrying the speed. This might be the run for a provisional pole with a very low 58, maybe a high 57. 58.1, lost a little bit. Devo's still behind, Stu not sure. 57.9, Stu also improving, 58.7. I think that was very important for Devo. 57.9 with that little bit of slipstream assist. Whereas Taz improved slightly to a 59.2. So just over a minute to go. With just under 2 minutes the lap. It's probably the final lap for most of our drivers. Evoque and Taz. This is close at Evoque with a mighty first sector. Look at that, he nailed that first one. Neighbor won't be improving into the pits. Still purple. Chicane a bit too slow. I think very steady though. Don't think Evoque carried the same speed as Devo and Neighbor. Still improving on his personal best, so see final lap. So when you cross the line, that's the end of your qualifying. Taz improved. Evoque needs to nail that final turn and he might jump Taz again. And it is a 58.7 P3. Nice one. So this looks like a Devo, Neighbor, Evoque, Stu and Taz. Our qualifying result, and Sonic also joined. He will be starting from the back then, which means I need to reset the lobby, but I'll do that. I hate that corner. I love that corner. Which one? There are many corners to the track. I think that downhill chicane is pretty tricky. So if you're either too slow or you cut too much and get a penalty. All of them. You love all of those corners. Oh, okay. Nice one. And the good thing is that that car is not that quick. So it's actually, you're in control most of the time of that car. Yeah, I saw the first lap where you cut too much and then probably you take it easy on the second one and you that was way too slow. But yeah, for the race, I guess you play it better safe than be sorry. Yeah, so quickly take those screenshots. This one for me. Then we set the grid manually. All right. Sonic also practicing for starting at the back of the grid, because if he continues to win Rising Stars races, he will be again a gold-rated driver on CLR. And this means only one thing, no qualifying. So already practicing that. Nice. Okay. Let's change the grid order. Devo pole position and an extra point. Devo second Ewok on that third row alongside with Stu. And then we have Sonic and Taz at the back of the grid. So here you go. Oh, starting soon. Where is my scene? No, not that one. This one, right? So, too many options here on my studio. And alright, let's go. 30 minutes. Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagiwa, Rising Stars Series Season 4, round number 2. Let's go. So, grid start with a port start check. And who gets the best launch off the line? Everyone is revving. Traction control might help for the first couple of meters. Looks like Devo will stay in the lead, but Ewok with a good launch around the outside. Neighbor with the inside line now. Can Ewok hold that line? And we see Sonic. So Ewok couldn't carry the speed. It's side by side. The S's. Always tricky. But the Mini is small enough, so you fit two cars side by side. And first time into the left hander we go again on the outside. You don't want to be there usually. You see a little bit of drifting action going on. So Neighbor up into B2 again. Ewok defending third position for the first time. Downhill we go into the chicane. Devo, Ney, Ewok, Sonic with a late move. He's drifting it through the chicane and made a drift pass move on Ewok. Oh, we have to go to the replay and watch that again. Oh, camera, come on, show me. Sonic keeps that position. Ewok now has to defend from Taz. Taz on the inside. Can he go side by side through the chicane? It is hard. There is a little bit of contact. Oh, let's go to Sonic's move downhill. somehow he made that stick. So race situation after lap number 1, they were 1.1 second. The gap to neighbor, Sonic up to P3, half a second. Then we have Evoque, Stu and Taz. Different lines through the first turn. Taz with a good run. Can he hold it? Just don't touch the grass or the barrier. And gets that. P5. Stu still has a little bit of slipstream. Evoque leading that second group of drivers. And the first group looks like Sonic, Neighbor and Devo. So from 1.1 down to 8/10, but still a problem. Okay, it's lap 2. Forget about that. Oh, cutting the grass again. The Taz as well. Who will get a penalty for cutting the chicane? Will he get away with that line? It looks like the exit isn't the problem, so you have to be careful on that entry. A bit wide, touching the grass, losing a couple of tenths. Keeping it very smooth through that final turn. The 6.5 tenths, the gap. 7 tenths, getting a good run. Neighbor with the first reference lap time for fastest lap, a 58.1. And Taz up to P4, Stu P5 and Evoque P6. This is still mighty close between those three drivers. Taz leaving that inside line open, going for the wide entry. Opportunity for Stu. Some hello horn. Understeers, keeps it on the track where Stu. Yes, the inside line for the chicane. Evoque with the run. Don't go 3 wide into the chicane. Don't do it. Oh, drift on the exit. Compromised run uphill. Opportunity for Taz once again. The inside line versus the outside line. Looks like Taz will keep that position just for now. Okay, a bit too wide, understeers, barrier. A little bit of damage. And losing the slipstream now. Not ideal for Evoque. Devo with a good lap, should be the new fastest lap of the race incoming. No, not quite. 58.2, 1.2 seconds. That gap. Sonic probably had to serve a penalty. 3 seconds now on that gap. Taz and Stu bumper to bumper into the first turn. And Evoque. That helped Evoque definitely 1.2, so he gets a little bit of slipstream uphill. That is good news, so he's still in that fight. very crucial moment in this race. Devo 1.5 looking to break free. Oh, Sonic, that wasn't the line. Pushing hard, under 3 seconds the gap. Neighbor stays just inside that slipstream range, 1.5 seconds roughly. That's the guidance. Even though you won't get that massive amount of tow in those minis. Also, the turbulent air won't be that much of a problem. .6 coming out of the final turn. Three seconds to Sonic, another 3 to Tess, Stu and Evoke. So race settled down for a moment now, starting a lap number 5. So we should be looking at 15 laps ish. Maybe 16, we'll see. Let's go on board with our race leader. So the interesting approach, revving it out in 3rd gear compared to Neighbor, and looking at the delta, I think the approach early up to 4th gear might be a little bit quicker. Very smooth line once again. Oh, and Sonic had a moment. Maybe the chicane, and he is now leading the 2nd group. Let's have a look. 2:01.7. 2-minute lap times, not what you're looking at. 59s for Evoke and Stu. A 58 high for Taz. 58s all the way for Neighbor and Devo. Neighbor still with that fastest lap of the race so far. That's also awarded 1 bonus point. So points is 50 points for P1, 14 for P2, 13 for P3, and so on, with 1 bonus point for fastest lap and 1 bonus point for pole position. Less than a second again. Good run uphill out of the hairpin, keeping it roughly at 1 second. Better exit for Devo, but it looks gained a 10th again. And someone got a penalty again. Ooh, Tess dropped down to P6 now. I have a suspicion the downhill chicane was the problem. 2 seconds now the gap to Evoque, who has half a second, to Stu still, and Sonic roughly 2 seconds, with Sonic 7 seconds to the front runners. If nothing crazy happens, then probably Sonic best he can get is P3. We never know. It's racing, and the track definitely has some challenges, even in those slower cars. Being an FF car also helps, like not losing that rear. But yeah, if you lose it, it's tough to catch, and especially here, if you mess it up, hit the wall, you lose so much speed. Ooh, neighbor cut too much. 1 second. It's probably for now. Bye bye, Davo. Approaching the halfway mark of the race. Good news for the TCR driver leading. Let's have a look at that gap. 1.4 coming out final turn, 1.5, and no neighbor serving the penalty. How much will he actually lose with that 1 second? It's roughly 1.5. Lead lap for Sonic. Stu with his personal best got the past Evoque on that previous lap. The question is, can Tess close the gap again? 2.6. It's doable. This is currently the closest the battle on track. Stu and Evoque. I think for the entire race so far. Always within a second of each other. Oh, not the ideal entry for Evoque, losing some momentum now. Opportunity for Tess. Bringing that gap down under 2 seconds, and a good run uphill. You have to keep that momentum going in those Mini Cooper S machines. 1.5 is back in the slipstream. And Evoque just outside of it. 2 seconds. Let's do a little bit of a breather now. 2 seconds the gap to Sonic. Keeps his gap roughly at under 7 seconds. .5 since serving the penalty, quite evenly matched the two front runners pace-wise. Just avoid those little mistakes and avoid the track limit penalties. And having a quick look at the tire wear. Yamagiwa is known to be a tire slaying track. You see the front right with being the car's, yeah, FFs. You definitely see the wear now, but shouldn't be an issue. Those sports soft tires are definitely durable. Would be surprised to see someone pitting for fresh tires. So that's all good from what I can tell, with just over 12 minutes to go. Tess with the comeback right behind Evoque. Getting a little bit of a toe down the main straight. Personal best as well. That long sweeping left-hander. You're just praying for the car to not understeer into the wall. And then smooth lines, minimal inputs. And here we go. Evoque late braking. Tess focusing more on the exit speed uphill and bringing that gap down, or less than half a second. A little late on the brakes. Could see a challenge for position. .3 taking a wide entry again. Focuses on the exit speed. That's a good run for Tess. Looking, positioning the car on the inside for turn number 1, forcing Evoque the long way around, and he will suffer from some understeer, and Tess should get that position. Yeah, nice lines. Evoque lagging a little bit. 4.5 the gap to Stu, who caught up with the Sonic. Just 1 second. Oh, Stu too wide onto the grass, and he will probably also have some dirty tires. So be careful with the chicane. Played it safe. I think it was okay. Using the grass, straight lining, and at the front it's still over 2 seconds. The gap, neighbor gained a little bit. Oh, look at Stu with that 57.8 and the fastest lap. That was a mighty lap, and that, yeah, brought him closer to Sonic. This little mistake, and now the tire wear getting towards the 50% mark, so drivers will definitely feel more understeer now. It's 8 minutes, so 4 laps to go, 3 to 4, depending on the pace. It could be, at least for the top 2 runners, they will get lap number 16 under their belts. 1.7. Neighbor is flying at the moment, bringing that gap down, maybe creeping into the slipstream range. Very soon it is 1.8. Sonic's to Tess, a second to Ewok now. Can Ewok stay with that Tess, touching the grass, losing a little bit of momentum, maybe? No, kept the foot down. Wasn't impressed by the grass as Puff just the rears. Good run again. .6 between Sonic and Stu. This is not over yet, and at the sharp end 1.7, so Neighbor are chipping away those 100th. Will it be enough? It's just over 6 minutes to go, so yeah, this will be 4 laps for the leaders. Sonic could get close for that extra lap. Same goes for Stu, of course. Ooh, I heard the tires. They're not happy. A bit too fast into the turn number 1, but then using the momentum. 1.2, 1.3, same gap for Tess and Ewok. Basically packs of 2, all roughly the same gap, 1.2 to 1.6 between the top 2, the middle 2 and the bottom 2 in this race. A bit of a hesitant run from Nebada this time. Ooh, that chicane. And instantly loses 2-3 tenths. .6 again, Sonic with the better exit of the chicane at least. Tess versus Ewok roughly stays the same, that gap. So far, a flawless race from Davo. Two seconds, 3 laps to go. Gaps remain the same. It's 2 laps for Tess and Ewok. Pretty sure about that. The other drivers might squeeze in that lap 16, 1.5. Ooh, not the best first sector for Davo or Nevada with a mighty first sector. We will see. Next sector split should be appearing very soon. Not purple, but still fast. 1.2. Devo taking it easy, maybe a little bit too easy. We don't know. Lost 7, 8, 10th on that lap so far. Sonic gap to Stu going up. Nearly 2 seconds. Tess versus Ewok 1.5, 1.6 again. Oh, close to the grass. It's 1.5, so looks like Mayweather gained 5, 6/10 that lap. A little bit of understeer heading into the final turn. Cost him some momentum. Oh, 2 more laps to go when they cross the line, and it's 1.5 seconds at 59. It's actually 3/10 this lap. Well, last time I had a look at the gap was probably before the start-finish line. Sonic now 2.2. Looks like P3 not in danger, and for Taz as well, 2 seconds plus the gap to Ewok. 6 on their final lap of this race. Will Sonic and Stu cross the line and start lap 16? 1.1. Devo risking it. Mayweather, that chicane. Oh, he gets the run. A second with a minute to go. Bit better tire wear for the Race Asylum driver as well. Penultimate time through that chicane. Oh, a bit too wide. Mayweather lost some momentum. Over a second again. Carried a bit too much speed. It's still just over 1 second, and Devo starts the final lap of this race with 10 seconds to go. Roughly 11 is the second to Mayweather. So Sonic will cross the line and get to do lap 16. I think just Stu finishes the race in P4. Taz in P5, Ewok P6, so top 3 on that extra lap, and it's the battle for the win between Devo and Mayweather. Let's get some onboard footage. Mighty first sector once again, 6/10. Mayweather is pushing Devo understeers through that sweeping left-hander. It's still 6/10, so on the chicane, make or break for the last time. Good run, up shift to 4th gear very early, and carrying the speed, gaining uphill half a second, heading into the chicane. Devo a bit nervous. Not the ideal run. It's less than 3/10. It's the blood is boiling now, probably. Oh no! That was really close. But Devo positioned his car, made that Mini as wide as possible. Devo with the drift into the final turn, and I think Devo will keep that position. Mayweather, he is close, less than half a second, but Devo wins round number 2. Mayweather P2, and Sonic then finishes on the podium in P3, and Stu with the fastest lap of the race as well. Well done, everybody. So, I'm gonna save that replay and have a look at the race results then. So Davo wins round number 2, a close battle between Davo and Neighbother. Yeah, Sonic finishes on the podium. P3, Stu with the fastest lap of the race and an extra point. P4, Tess in 5th, and Evoke finishing P6. Alright. Great racing, everybody. Enjoyed that. So, what's up next? Round 3, if we can count. And we will be heading over to Europe again. Sardinia Road Track. In Sardinia, layout B it is for round number 3. So next week, same time, same place, here for some nice racing. And at 1 second penalty, Neighbother, I spotted that. Yeah, that was maybe the crucial mistake for you, but still good racing all around. So that's it then from my side. Thank you all for watching, and hope to see you soon, very soon, in one of our next videos or live streams. The next live stream will be on Thursday. The World Series GT Driver Career in 2025. We're running in the GT4 Cup now, and it will be round 7 at Brands Hatch. So should be an interesting one again. So yeah, maybe we'll see you there. Until then, love you all. Take care. Bye bye.